infrastructure. Okay, what is, okay, so the first thing is, first we require our application, right? Then the database also. For that application, if any application is a web server or it is used to store the data, we require some database. Okay, hence on database will be available. Okay, and at the meantime operating system also, right? Then the hardware part. Hardware is the main thing here. Okay, so for deploying of any of the simple application, this is the basic requirements. Okay, hardware, first thing will be the hardware. Second, on top of that we'll install our operating system. On top of that we'll install our application. At the meantime database as well also. Okay, on the on-premises data centers. Okay, if you have, let me check the data center means. So yeah, this is like a data centers here. This is a data center here, and these are all the servers here. If anybody has visited the data center, it will be like this. Okay, okay. Roughly, I'm saying not exactly the same. It will be like this. Okay. So assume on premises infrastructure, we have deployed our one application. Okay. Assume take the example of our Amazon only, that is e-commerce application. Okay. On a first year, okay, we'll having around 1,000 users. So for that we will maintain some servers here. Okay, this is, and it allows 1,000 values, 1,000 users here. Okay, so on the second year our users started growing, our application has started growing, and many end users are using here. Okay, my application, right? So it is not, so the first year what the single in data centers or servers was there, it was not enough. Okay, so I want to enhance here, so that I will enhance in the second year. That is the two data centers, not the two data centers, the servers we can say here. Okay, so this is about a two 200 or 30, two, sorry 2,000 or 3,000 users. Suppose in the third year again my application grows, right? And I will add the servers here, around 5,000 users. You can assume guys here. Okay, so again I will add the servers, right? So around 5,000 users is there, I have added the 5 servers now. So unfortunately, okay, my application or there is some other application came in the market, my end users are connecting to that users now, that application. So my users has came down, okay, around 5,000 to 3,000 or something. So what are all the three in this 3 years we have added the 5 years 5 servers here, right? So it will become a waste, right? And the servers is not that much cheap here. Okay, to maintain this, to purchasing all those things, to purchasing the servers and adding, and when it is not used, it will be a dead amount for the organization. Okay, and it will be a loss of amount to the organization here. Okay, so what are all the data center components you will find, how to maintain a one data center, right? For that we should have a first thing is a high speed internet network is required, right? Then the hardware guarantee. Why hardware guarantee means, because all the applications will be on live. Okay, if anything goes wrong with your hardware, then your application goes down, then what happens, it will affect the end users, and obviously my business goes down here, right? Then the security, data center security, somebody has to secure, I mean, it will be in the, it will be like just like a jail guys. Okay, we'll be having in the underground. Okay, as my situation I'm saying, in the my data center is in the white field. Okay, my data center is in the white field, and the Reliance is handling that one. Okay, I already saw, I used to use the inspection also, I used to go there. It will be just like a jail here. Okay, and AC will be 24 hours running here. Okay, so for that data center security, because nobody should not mismatch anything. Okay, and it is very complicated here, hence the should have a proper data center security here. And power, right? Why AC 24 hours? Amit, yeah, Amit, the servers will be running in the 24 bar 7 here. Okay, so it will produce a lot of heat here. So that what happens, the Masai server may go down. Okay, so because of that, the AC will be running in the 24/7. I will explain one issue. In the last year when I joined the STFC, I think in the year of 2007, in the year of 2017, our Reliance, one second, we have vendor of Reliance. Okay, what they have did is, they are now, due to some power fluctuation, the AC went down. Okay, and the my our online data servers went down. But unfortunately, fortunately, that was a Saturday. Okay, there was no business on that day. So what happened is, my entire around 20 to 30 applications went down on that day. So immediately the DR setup has been, the DR team has changed the application to Bangalore here, and we have ran the applications from Bangalore site. Okay, so the AC will be, AC is mandatory, guys. Okay, because if we go, if we any time, if you get a chance to go into the data center, just visit once again. It will be like a very jail. And okay, and if you can, you will feel the, what you call, suffocation also. That much heat will be producing there. Okay, that much heat will be producing there, right? And the power, since it is the online servers, okay, the power should be 24/7. Okay, not even a single second it should go down here. Okay, and on precision environment, which they should maintain a proper environment for the data centers. And fire protection system, if anything fire happens, there should be a proper protection for the data centers, because all our data, customers data, or whatever any other data, it should, the data is very important. Hence the fire protection, the server should not get affect here. Okay, hence we require a fire protection system. Then the faster access. Okay, since it is a we are having I mean, these servers will be accessed from the networks here, so there should be a high bandwidth. A high bandwidth internet is required for us. Then scalable architecture, whenever we require, we needs to enhance our server. Whenever required, we can remove the components, all those kind of things. Okay, then the central management architecture, one person has, well, in the already, not a one person, this some persons has to take care of the data centers here. Okay, for that a proper management is required. Then the control panels in the, what do you call, in the data centers, you will find the control panels to operate the servers. Then the load balancing. Load balancing, I will explain in the load balancer topic, then you will come to know what is the load balancing. And routing architecture. Okay, load balancing is simple, guys. Instead of end users connecting to my servers, what we will do, we will create one intermediate server there, that is called as a load balancing. And from the load balancing, we used to create the 2 to 3 servers. So what are the users connecting to the, and servers, I mean application server directly, we will give the load balancing IP address here. Okay, so that the end users will connect to the load balancer, and load balancer will move the traffic will move the traffic accordingly. Which server is free, then the load balancer will move the incoming traffic to the that server, right? So this is about the why data center components here. So what are the things we needs to take care here? Okay, then comes the cloud computing. So cloud computing provides a simple way to access the servers.
Sorry, actually, you planned different way, right? First, you said there was a small topic left yesterday. After that one, you are covering this one. Sorry, at this
Srinivas,
stage, you are asking.
Srin, Srinivas, I already told you there. Okay, on Saturday and Sunday while starting the class, I told you on Saturday Sunday I will take the AWS. So on Monday
Okay,
onwards I'll come. I know that Docker topic, I left the keywords of how to create the Docker
okay,
images. Okay,
okay, fine, fine, leave it. Okay, thank
okay,
you. Yeah,
yeah,
thank
thank you. Yes. Okay, sorry. Yeah, cloud computing. We have discussed about the cloud computing. Okay. So guys, I wants to complete the course as soon as possible here. Okay. So I know till the Docker I have completed the everything on in Docker. I needs to explain five or six keywords I need to explain. Okay, those keywords I will start from the Monday onwards. I will first complete those keywords on Monday, then I will start with the Ansible, that is the DevOps. Okay, that is the regular way. Okay, on parallelly I wants to start the cloud part. Okay, hence I am taking on Saturday and Sunday, that is the cloud part. Okay, is it clear? Okay, thank you. I'm not going to miss anything here. If I miss anything, just inform me directly. Okay, I will explain on that. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, guys, cloud computing. So cloud computing provides a simple way to access the servers, storage, database, and a broad set of application service over the internet. What is it cloud computing means? It is a compute, it is your machine, guys. It will be in the cloud, that's it. Okay, cloud computing means your computer, your machine or computer will be in the, instead of having the physical servers, your server will be on the cloud. Okay, and how we can access? Using the internet we used to access our machines or servers. Okay, and what is a cloud service? A cloud service is any service made available to user on demand, right? Suppose for example I require a one Linux machine. Okay, or also suppose take the example of I want to create a one database machine here. Okay, so I can't purchase the server, I can't do all those kind of stuffs, right? So hence the cloud came into picture. So what this cloud will do, it will use the infrastructure, whatever the infrastructure is there, that infrastructure here is just a service here. Suppose for example I require one server, there is no need of purchasing anything here, just I needs to create the server just as a service. Okay, just like your Amazon or SDFC net banking, if you want to take the any of the service, guys. Okay, credit card payment or purchasing of anything, how you can do, do, right? It is just a service, right? In the same manner the cloud service, cloud is also giving the infrastructure as a service. And how we are accessing means via internet. Okay, is it clear? So instead of purchasing the physical servers, not only physical infrastructure, we are cloud providers or giving those infrastructure as a service, okay, to the customers. And yeah, remove waste and focus on the business. Okay, on premises infrastructure, infrastructure in this sense, this is the physical data center, guys. Okay, as I explained you starting only, your business will be around 30% and managing will be 70%. Okay, as of now, and before, not as of now, before the cloud came into picture, before cloud, out of 100%, 30% will be only our business and 70% I needs to maintain the infrastructure, that is a servers, RAM, whatever, everything. But after coming into the picture, the 70% of the thing will be taken care by the is what you call these cloud service providers. Not only the AWS, there are a number of service providers is there. Their motive is only simple, that is 70% they will give the, 70% of your this one application, you needs to what you call concentrate only on your business. The infrastructure thing we can ignore. Okay, the vendors will take care of that. That is the main motive of the cloud providers. Once again, okay, what are the types of cloud computing? Okay, that is a, there is a three types. Okay, that is the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and a software as a service. There is a as, PaaS, and SaaS, we can say. Okay, it contains a building blocks, okay, for cloud IT and typically provides access to the network features, computers, and data center space, as provides you the highest level of flexibility and management over the control IT resources. Okay, that is, suppose guys, okay, I have one or two servers as of now. Okay, my uh, application goes high, my end users are connecting more, okay, my users is getting increased. So what I will do, I will enhance my server here, okay. I am not going to purchase, I will enhance my server, existing server I will enhance, okay. That is not a physical server, that is a cloud. The the server will be in the cloud. I can enhance whenever I require, I can enhance easily. And whenever I don't want my application, my users are going down, so I can remove that service, okay. I can remove. So suppose take the example of RAM, around 10 GB is there, my okay. And unfortunately my users has came down, okay. So it is a waste of using the 10 GB of RAM. What I will do, I will reduce it to 5 GB, okay. Those services, it is called as the infrastructure as a service. Whenever I want, I can enhance, whenever I want, I can decrease as well, okay. That is the one as that is the IA, as that is the infrastructure as a service. Then PaaS, that is a platform as a service, removes the need of your organization to manage the underlying infrastructure. That is what I told you guys. Here it will enhance here, okay. And here whenever we require, we will use we can remove also, usually hardware and operating system. This helps you be more efficient, as you no need to worry about the resource procurement, okay. So whenever we require, we no need to bother about the resource, we can enhance as well as we can remove as well, okay. That is the one of the service they are providing, not the AWS. Entire all the cloud service providers, they are doing the same thing only. Then the SaaS is a one web application. It is just like our what do you call, google Google is there, right? Like that, Google and Microsoft Office we are using, right? That's the same softwares here. The softwares they are using as a service here, okay. And I will explain in this one in detail with the one more example. We'll take one example of that, okay. Then you'll understand you. So this is the one architecture, okay. Has PaaS and SaaS. Suppose, as I told you in this beginning only, how the on-premises architecture, what are the things you need to take it, right? First thing, the before will be networking. So these are all the things, guys, okay. Networking, storage, servers, virtualization, OS, middleware, runtime, and data application. So these are all the for deploying any applications, we need to take care of all these things, guys, okay. Whereas in the cloud service, that is the IaaS, that is the infrastructure as a service, what we will do, this virtualization, servers, storage, networking will be taken care by the vendors, okay. Only we need to concentrate on these things. My application, how much the data it can grow, those things I need to monitor. What is the runtime and what are the middleware applications I used to use. So those operating system, only those things I need to take care. So rest of the thing, that is a virtualization, how much server, CPUs, RAMs, those things no need to bother, the cloud service provider will take care. Then the storage as well, since it is a any of the web application or whatever application it is, some storage is required, right? So the storage thing also will taken care by the network, not network, this cloud service providers, guys, okay. They will only take care. Whereas the PaaS, there is a what do you call, platform as a service here. So here, till runtime, okay, till runtime the vendors only will take care. Only we need to bother about the application and data. Simple, right? How much with with the on-premises architecture, on-premises infrastructure and cloud, okay. That is the main difference here. And if you're using the SaaS, that is a software as a service, okay, here the entire thing will be taken care by the vendors only, we no need to bother, okay. This is about the IaaS, as PaaS and SaaS. We'll give one example on, okay, pizza as a service here, okay. Everybody will knows what is a pizza, what pizza, and everybody have seats, okay. So on premises, the traditional way, there is on premises infrastructure, okay, how it will be made, how the pizza will be made, right? The dining table, soda, electric gas, oven, fire, pizza duff, tomato sauce, toppings, cheese. So if you're on a on premises architecture, you needs to take care of all these things, okay. That is how you used to made. If you are using the infrastructure as a service, that is as, okay, you need to bother about only the dining table, soda, electric or gas, then oven or fire. Thing there is a pizza dough, tomato sauce, toppings, and cheese. These things will be taken care by the vendors. That is a cloud service providers. Okay. Whereas the platform as a service, here only we need to take care of dining table and soda. Okay. So the rest of the things that the electric gas, oven, fire, tomato sauce, pizza dough, toppings, cheese, the vendors will take care here. Whereas the software as a service, the SaaS, the entire thing will be taken care by the vendors only. Okay. So for the example for the as is Amazon EC2, that is Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay. Usually I used to take the machine, right? That is Elastic EC2 machines. That is the example of as. Okay. The example for PaaS, that is Elastic Beanstalk. That is Beanstalk, Elastic Beanstalk. It is used for the orchestration. Okay. That is the auto scaling, we can say. And example for SaaS, that is that is software as a service. Here the Microsoft Office, Google Apps. So all those things are the example for software as a service here. Okay. Because there we are not going to do anything, right? Simply we are using the service there, right? Okay. So what are all the cloud service providers here? So there are n number of cloud service providers. First is the AWS, that is Amazon Web Service. Then second one is the Microsoft Azure. Then third is the Google Cloud. Fourth, IBM itself is maintaining his own cloud, that is the IBM Cloud. Then VMware also, they're having their own cloud, that is a VMware. Okay. And Alibaba. Okay. So these are all the cloud service providers. And this picture shows you, sorry, and this picture shows you the what is the growth of, okay, of the this service providers. Okay. The as of now in the market, AWS is having a high demand here. Okay. AWS, then comes the Azure, then the Google Cloud. So the rest of the things IBM Cloud, and they are using on for their own organization here, it seems. Okay. So these are all the cloud service providers here. Then what's the Amazon Web Service, right? Amazon Web Service is a subsidiary of Amazon. That is the Amazon e-commerce application is there, right? One second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Amazon Web Service. It is a subsidiary of Amazon that provides you on-demand of cloud computing platforms. Okay. That is the Amazon e-commerce application. They are giving. It is a subsidiary of Amazon. Okay. And it provides on-demand cloud computing platforms to the companies, organizations, government. Okay. To meet the pay as you go basis. Okay. So and it provides what are the types of service was there by the cloud services is there is a three types of service, that is the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service, that is the as, PaaS, and SaaS. So these three services is giving by the AWS, that is Amazon Web Service. Then comes the global infrastructure. Okay. As I told you, it is a cloud. Your service, your machine will be in the cloud. Okay. So yeah, there is the AWS cloud spans has 66 availability zones. So what is this availability zones? Okay. Availability zones is the logical data centers. Okay. Availability zone is the logical data centers within this 21 geographic regions around the world. Okay. Under the availability zones, you will find the regions there. Okay. That is in Mumbai previously it was 1A and 1B, guys. Okay. And as of now, and recently in the last month, they are introduced one more region, that is the 1C. Okay. Okay. In the Asian Pacific, in the Mumbai region. Okay. In the Mumbai availability region, there is a three availability zones. I will explain one while taking the this demo part. Will guys understand? Okay. What is the I mean the regions in the sense, that is the availability, not availability, this what do you call it, this logical data centers. Okay. Instead of having the physical data center, that is the logical data centers, we can say. Okay. Yeah. Amazon EC2 is hosted in a multiple locations worldwide. Okay, since this AWS is in the worldwide, okay, we can host the application in the worldwide. Okay, these locations are composed of regions and availability zones, right? Each region is a separate geographic area. Okay, suppose for example, one second. See guys, these are all the regions here. Okay, these are all the regions. So in the Asian Pacific, okay, we have a Mumbai. Okay, we are in a India, so we'll select the Asian Pacific Mumbai. Okay, shit, one second. Okay, sorry, yeah, this so this is a one example guys here. Availability zone as of now in the Mumbai region there is a three availability zones here. Okay, in a one region there is a Mumbai region, there is a three availability zone, that is in the different place we can say. Okay, in the entire world you will find a one region that is called as a Mumbai one region. Under Mumbai, okay, you will be having a n number of availability zones. Okay, it is as of it is find 2 to 3 availability zones here. Okay, as of previously it was 2 availability zones, and the last month only they have enhanced it since now it is showing 1C. Okay, that is a 3 availability zone in the Mumbai region. Okay, yeah, that is what each region has a multiple isolated locations. Each availability zone is a separate data center. Yeah, yeah. Who's that? Okay, okay. So what is the availability? As I told you guys, it is availability zone is a logical data center in the region available. First thing, entire world you will find a one region. Okay, in just like a tree like structure guys. Okay, during our engineering we used to study one tree diagram, right? There is the same thing, the parentity tree and child tree, right? In the same manner, in the parent, that is in the entire world you will find the one region. Okay, that is the Asian Pacific. In India there is a Mumbai region. Okay, under that, in the under Mumbai region you will find the two availability zones. Last month they have announced, now it is showing the three, that is a 1C it is have. It is, that means three availability zones in the Mumbai specific. Okay, Asian Pacific Mumbai region. Okay, how we can identify? You will be example like this: US East 1A. Okay, like that it will be available. So I will show with the demo guys. Okay, don't worry, you understand. So what are all the factors while selecting the regions? Okay, suppose I want to deploy an application. Okay, where I need to select the region, which region I need to select, right? The first thing is pricing. Okay, how much they are pricing, I need to check that one. Network latency. Okay, suppose for example I want my end user, most of the end users are from the US. Okay, most of the end users are from the US. If I deploy my application in the Asian Pacific Mumbai region, so there is a lot of difference. I mean, there is a, yeah, lot of difference from the distance from the Mumbai. There is India to US, right? So 100% there will be a network latency. Okay, so that time what we need to do, we need to create our deploy our application in the US region, not in the Asian Pacific Mumbai region. Okay, so that it should not have any network latency here. So those things we need to keep on mind. Okay, then that is what I told you, end user location. Then security. Okay, security wise, how, I mean, the firewalls, all those kind of things. Okay, that is a security groups. I will explain in the next classes. Okay, so the security also we needs to check. Okay, because in all the regions they are not giving the all the service in the all the regions. Okay, so first, while deploying our application, we need to concentrate on those things also, whether what are the security I require, whether it is available in that region or no. Okay, I need to confirm that one. Then only we needs to deploy the application. Then the service availability. Okay, service is also the same for all the regions. They are not giving the entire service here. Okay, some of the service may be missing here, some of the service might be missing in the US region as well. Okay, so we needs to check the service as well here while selecting the regions. Okay, then comes the EC2 instance, that is the elastic compute. Okay, elastic compute is a web service that's enable you to launch and manage the Linux or Unix and Windows server instance on a Amazon data centers. Okay, that is in my classes I used to take the EC2 instance. That is the same one I am explaining here. That is Amazon EC2 is a Amazon EC2. There is Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, is a web service. Here, as I told you, there is an infrastructure as a service, right? I require a one machine, that is a Linux machine. Instead of purchasing a one machine, I'm using here that machine as a service here. Okay, that is a Linux or Unix machine or Windows, whatever it is. Even you can use Oracle. There are all those things you can use. Okay, Amazon provides a variety types of instances here. The different configuration of CPU, that is what I told you guys in the previous class. Whenever I require, I can enhance my CPU, my instance configuration. Suppose CPU, RAM, storage, whatever, everything. We can, whenever we require, I can enhance. Whenever I require, I can detach those things. Okay, those options is given by the this one Amazon Web Service. Instance types are grounded into families here. Okay, how they are differentiated means they are differentiated into the families on the target application profiles. These profile include general purpose. What are the different types means? There is a general purpose, compute optimized, GPU instance, memory optimized. So these are all the families. They are according to these families. Okay, sorry, according to these families they have differentiated the EC2 instances here. Okay, how these instances are created, that is instances are created by the Amazon machine image. Okay, that is a AMI we can say. Okay, using the Amazon machine image you can create the our EC2 instance. Okay, machines are like templates, okay, that are configured with an operating system and other software which determines the user's operating environment. Okay, take the example of our what do you call Linux machine only. Okay, here I am selecting after logging into my machine. Okay, let me open. See, after logging into my, this is the dashboard of the Amazon Web Service. Okay, let me open. Okay, I want to create, I want a one machine of a Linux machine or else a what do you call Windows machine or whatever here. Okay, here these are the templates here, guys. Okay, the templates in the sense in your mobile you used to use, right, the templates just like a good morning, good evening, whatever it is, you used to use one template, right? In the same manner it is, these things are the templates only. Whenever I require I can select here and give the basic information regarding this instance and we can use our service here, right? In the same manner that is called as a templates here. Okay, okay, so EC2, what are the here I told you, right, families, the general purpose, compute optimize, those things it is the EC2 instances here. That is a general purpose. in my session I'm using the T2 micro, guys, if you guys remember. Okay, that is a web server, small database, lowest cost. Okay, if you require and you needs to select these things according to your application, according to your organization. Okay, then M5, that is the application servers, compute optimized, the CPU intense app, and the databases here. Okay, like that we have, they have differentiated the families here of the EC2 instances. Suppose for example you want a more memory optimized, then at that time you can use the X1. Okay, and where you will get this X1 R4, I will explain in the demo session. Okay, you'll come to know. So these are all the families of the EC2 instances here. Okay, then what are the EC2 types? Okay, there is the T2 micro. In my session I used to use, that is a T2 micro, that is a T for tiny or turbo. Okay, that is a M3 medium, M4, M3 extra large, M4, that like that. They have a number of types here, they are configured here. Okay, and what are the abbreviations I have mentioned? The T stands for tiny or turbo, M is for the main or happy medium. Okay, and C is for the compute, R is for the RAM, X is for the extreme, and P for the picture, and H is for HDD, there is a hard disk. Okay, I for the IOPS. IOPS means input output operations per second. Okay, that means how much end users are connecting, how much this one in IOPS is required for your application. Those things we keeping it on mind, we needs to select this IOPS. Okay, and D is for dense. Okay, while taking the this one, what do you call, demo, will not demo, in this example you will come to know. Okay, what are all these things, I will explain that one. Then the Amazon machine image. Okay, using this image only we can able to create the our EC2 instance. So Amazon machine image AMI provides the information required to launch an instance, which is virtual server in the cloud. Right, guys? Here this is the AMI, that is the Amazon machine image. Right? Okay, I am just creating a one server, and take the example of this Red Hat only. I'm just, if I give select, okay, and give the basic information, my server will be ready here. Okay, on, but it will be in the cloud here. Okay, that is what I'm explaining here, in the virtual server in the cloud. Amazon machine image includes the following: a template of the root volume. Okay, and whenever we create an instance here, we'll be having attached one volume. Okay, for example, an operating system, an application server, and the application. Launch permission that controls the AWS account can use the AMI to launch the instances. I needs to give the proper information regarding my EC2 instance while launching. That is the security groups, all those kind of volumes, and all kind of basic information I needs to provide here. Okay, a block device mapping that specifies the volume to attach the instance when it's launched. Okay, I one second, guys, let me create a one. Okay, before that, it is not available here. Okay, let it be. Whenever I create any instance, guys, automatically one volume it is going to be attached to my instance, and whenever I terminate the machine, okay, whenever I terminate the machine, terminate in the sense I want to delete or else totally vanish my server, the volume is going to be detached also. I mean, they are removing the volume as well. And how we can remove the volumes, and how can sorry, how can I remove the attach the volumes, and how can I detach the volume also, I will explain in the volume sections. Okay, and selecting an Amazon machine image, how we needs to select, and what are the types here. First is Miami, that is a, suppose, what is Miami is, yeah, first I have assume I have selected one second. Okay, here what I will do, here I have OS, my own OS. Okay, under that I have deployed the app server and the web server and my DB here. Okay, what I can do is I can take the entire backup of this machine, that is all these are the EC2 only. Okay, under EC2. Okay, under EC2 I have created all these things. There is a OS, app server, web server and DB server I have configured. Okay, what I can do is I can take the entire this machine as a backup. How I can take is, it's a simple, just I need to take the snapshot. Okay, just I need to take the snapshot of this machine. Okay, of this machine, and whenever I require I can use this machine. Okay, there is a snapshot. I snapshot some machine image I can give. Okay, there is a my customized AMI, there is a Amazon machine image. Okay, so those things you will get it in the my AMI section. I think one AMI was available, let me check. It is not available. Okay, I will explain that one. Okay, so I can take the entire machine as a backup here. Okay, and whenever I require I can use that AMI. Okay, and AWS marketplace. Okay, that is the general pay to use and general some packages, additional licensed software, that is a Windows machine and all those kind of machines we require this one what we call license and all those kind of stuffs, right? There is no need to bother, this Amazon will take care of that. Okay, we just use whenever I require I can use the my machine. Okay, no need to bother about the license and all those kind of stuffs here. Okay, community AMIs. Okay, that is a free to use. Generally it contains only the OS. Okay, there is a community edition, you will get it right in the all the application. That is what Niharika. Okay, then how we need to purchase these machines here, there are the three types. Okay, that is on demand, reserve and spot. On demand, okay, there is a three types of purchasing. Since they are giving this service. Okay, okay, sorry. On EC2 in out, I mean, just as of now in the AWS is giving the service, right? We need to pay for them as well, right? And how we need to purchase these things. So there is a three kind of things. There is a on demand, reserve and spot. On demand means obviously we are demanding here that it will be the most expensive, okay, purchasing option and most flexible purchasing options as well. Okay, expensive, since it is expensive, okay, they will give us some flexible options here. Okay, and charged by instance when it is running. Suppose why I'm going to stop these services, right guys? Whenever I stop my classes I used to stop these services here, I mean my machines. Why? Because they are going to charge whenever I'm using here. Okay, on per hour basis. See, I have stopped here. Okay, that is what I was explaining. Whenever we require we need to switch on the machine, and whenever it is not required we need to off the machine here. Okay, and they are charging on hourly basis, and that too when the machine is up and running, on those basis only they are charging. Okay, when the instance is down they are not going to charge here. Okay, then comes the reserved one. As the name suggests, reserved one. Suppose for example, I require one machine for 1 year. Okay, so what I will do, I can reserve the machine. Okay, so that I will just pay to the Amazon with the so and so price. Okay, what they will do, they will create a one image for us. Okay, and they are not going to assign that machine to anybody else. Okay, that will be reserved for me, for my organization till that duration. Suppose take the example of 1 or 3 years. Okay, that machine will be reserved for you guys only. Okay, and they are not going to terminate nothing, and they are not going to charge on whenever the instance is up and nothing like that. When you reserve that is, then it is the amount is fixed. Okay, and you are whether you are using or you are not using, that is fixed. Okay, they are going to charge, that's it. Okay, and since it is a reserved one, obviously we'll get a discount here. Okay, since because it will be price will be more, right? Hence they'll give the some price discount because we are reserving the some of the machines here. Only you buy a reserved instance when we are responsible for entire price regardless of how often we use it. That is what I explained. Even though we are using it or no, this Amazon web service will going to charge because we have reserved their resources here for our organization. Okay, for that they are going to charge. That is a one more option of the reserved one. Okay, then spot smells unused instant for shorter time of suppose I require one machine for the shorter time. There is a 1 hour 2 hour like that. Okay, at that time we used to use the this spot one. Okay, there is a unused instances here. Okay, and we needs to bid on the instance type. Okay, we can bid on the instance type on only use when the spot price is equal. That is what when we used to bid in the sense I mean, usually they used to do the bid, right? Suppose take the example of suppose my machine, my mobile is 10,000. Okay, someone who bids my machine to the 9,000. Okay, whoever is bidding the amount that is equal to, okay, they are going to give that machine to them. Okay, that is what bid we can say. Okay, and they are going to charge by hour, charged by hour. How many hours you are using, they are going to charge on those and that basis here. Okay, so these are all the three types of purchasing options is there. There is on demand, reserved, and spot. Then the security groups. What is the security groups here? Okay, suppose yeah, that is in the firewall we can say here. Okay, as you can see this machine here, this picture will come to know. So this is, there is a one wall is there, right? So if there is no wall, what are all the incoming end users are connecting? Okay, they can directly access my EC2 machines. Not only EC2 machine, generally I'm saying they can access to my machine here. Okay, so to overcome that, okay, there will be some hackers, some vulnerabilities. Okay, so for those kind of things we are having a one firewall in the firewall we used to use, right? That is called as a security groups in the Amazon web service. Okay, a security group is a virtual firewall. That is what I told. It is a virtual fire. Instead of having the firewall, it is a virtual firewall that controls the traffic. Okay, that is what it controls the incoming traffic for one or more instances. Usually I used to open the port number, right, in the AWS. For example, while using the Jenkins, it requires a port number of 8080. So I opened the port number, right? Unless until I open the port number, it is not, I cannot able to access my machine in the any of, I mean, in the web server or wherever it is. Okay, I since unless until I open the port number, it doesn't, I cannot access my application. AWS WAF is a web application, okay, firewall that helps protect your web application from the common web exploits, okay, that could affect the application availability, compromising security, or consume extensive resources. Okay, we add rules to each security groups that allow or deny the traffic from the associated instances. Okay, in the security groups, what we can do, we can configure whether I can allow this port numbers or no, and what is the IP range, okay, to access my application. Okay, those things we can customize here. We can, whether we can allow or deny, those things I can customize in the security groups here. The best practice is to allow traffic that is required. Okay, instead of opening all the port numbers, it is the best practice to use the our own, there is a customized port numbers here, guys. Okay, then the IP addressing. There is a three types of IP addressing here. There is a public IP, private IP, and elastic IP. Okay, for every application, every machine, there will be having a three IPs here. There is, sorry, two IPs. If you require the elastic IP, okay, it is a chargeable, not free of cost, because whenever your machine is restarted, these two IPs is going to be changed. Private IP and public IP, it is going to be changed here. Okay, whereas this elastic IP, your IP will be same. Whenever you restart the machine also, your IP will be constant. There is a static IP, there is an elastic IP, we can say. Okay, so that is the, hence this is not going to be changed, hence it is chargeable. And rest, this public IP and private IP, it is not, they are not going to charge for this. Okay, and private IP is the, there is a private, as the name itself suggests, it is a private. Okay, and it will be, they are located in the same VPC in the sense virtual private cloud. Since my machine is in the AWS, that is a AWS VPC. Okay, but till whenever it is in my VPC, I can access my private IP. Using my private IP, I can access my machine. Apart from VPC, there is the AWS VPC. Okay, if I want to access my machine, it is not possible here. Okay, so at that time we need to use the public IP here. Okay, and here we can communicate within the with the network here. And whenever I want to deploy some application here, I want to my end users to access it, I will give the public IP, not the private IP here. Okay, so let private, there is three type of IPs. There is a public IP, private IP, and elastic IP. Private IP in the sense it will be in the same VPC. Public IP in the sense it will be in the network. Elastic IP in the sense, I mean, it is a static IP. That means static IP in this sense, it is not going to change your IP address. Okay, and it is chargeable, not free of cost. Okay, how to launch the EC2 instance? Okay, this one I will explain. Okay, yeah, how to launch any EC2 instance here. Okay, let me log out here and log in. Fine, guys. So first, this will be your AWS dashboard, guys. Okay, so once when you are going to create your machine, first 5 factors you needs to remember, right? What are all the things? Wait, wait. Yeah, first pricing, network latency, end user location, security compliance, and service availability. So first what we will do, first we'll check the regions here. What are all the regions available? Okay, so these are all the regions. Okay, under this region, since we are in India, I will select the Asian Pacific Mumbai region. Okay, so that there will be no network latency. Okay, hence I'm usually selecting the Mumbai region. Then here under service, you can, this is the dashboard of the service, guys. Okay, and here you can select the EC2. Just click on this EC2. Okay, as you can see, there is a no okay, here is the right launch instant. Just click on this. So this is the AMI, guys. Okay, there is Amazon machine image. Okay, so there are three types of AMIs. There is a my AMI. As of now, there is no AMI I created here. Okay, I will show that one also. And the AWS marketplace. Okay, so these are all the softwares you whenever you require, you can use this one. Then the community AMIs. This is the community edition, the OS guys here. Okay, all these things are okay, community editions. So let me go start with the quick start here. So let me take a one machine. Let me take this Red Hat only. Okay, just click on this. This is a 64-bit. Okay, and what are the EC2 instance type I told you, right? So these are all the T2 micro, guys. Okay, so you can see T2 nano, T2 micro, and what is the CPU configuration you will find here. Okay, how many CPUs you are using? One CPU, 2 gigahertz Intel Xenon family, and 1 GB of RAM, that is a memory. Okay, and EBS volume, that is a elastic beanstalk volume only. Okay, and if you want, you can change here also. There is a general purpose, that differentiation I told you, right? General purpose, compute optimized, GPU instance, memory optimized, storage optimized. So these are all the categories or the families here. Okay, so as of now I'm taking the just general purpose. This is a T2 micro, and you need to create according to your organization's requirement here. Okay, as of now for demo purpose I'm taking the this T2 micro FreeTA eligible. Okay, just click on configure instance details. Here number of instance. Okay, number of instance in the sense, if you whatever the values you are giving in a single, in the same shot, it is going to create the those many instances here. Okay, Then purchasing option I told you, right? Required request spot instance. So there is a three purchasing options I told you: on demand, reserved, and spot. Okay, those things we can, if you want for the spot instance, we need to click on this. Okay, as of now it's not required for me. Okay, hence I'm ignoring that. Then the network, it is just by default it is a VPC. Okay, default VPC, there is a virtual private cloud, and the subnet here, availability zones. As I told you guys, okay, in the Mumbai region there is be a 1A and 1B region was there, and recently they have added a 1C. There is a availability zone under Mumbai region. You can see there is a three availability zones. There is a 1A, 1B, and 1C. Okay, these are all the availability zones. That means in these locations my machine is going to be created here. Okay, so let me take a 1A, right? Auto assign public IP. Okay, let it be enable only, it's not required. Yeah, this one this is a bootstrap script I can say, guys. Okay, this one I will explain why you are using this one. Suppose for example, I want, once my machine is going to be once my machine is launched, okay, I want some of the script or something should happen in my machine. Okay, at that time we needs to we can write the any number of whatever the script, shell script or git commands, whatever is there, we can write it here. So once my machine is launched here, so though whatever the command I have given, that will be executed. Okay, so this one I will explain in the auto scaling purpose, auto scaling. Okay, so as of now it is not required, I'm just ignoring that. Then go for the add storage. Okay, here this will give the by default 10 GB. Okay, here delete on termination is there, right guys? So once your machine is terminated, your volume is going to be deleted. Okay, otherwise let me open one more tab. See guys, as of now, one second, I have three machines, right? Docker, node 1, node 2. I have three machines. That means I should have a three volumes, right? Let me see, volumes is available. The, yeah, see in the volumes. See guys, that is the three volumes is available. Okay, see if you have the delete on termination means when you terminate your instance, your volume is going to be deleted automatically. So if you don't want your volume to be deleted, only your machine should get deleted. At that time you needs to untick this one. Okay, so that your machine instance will be deleted but your volume will be available. Okay, so let it be, there's a delete on termination. I'll untick that one. Okay, and then the tag, if you wants to tag your machine, okay, you can tag here. Okay, AWS demo. Okay, just the keyword, what are the, I can give the tags here. Okay, then configure security groups. What is the security groups? That is the firewalls here. Okay, so if you wants to add any of the port numbers, if you want this machine to be web application, okay, I wants to add some port number should be open here. Okay, at that time you can use this custom TCP. Not on, it depends on, these are the traffic guys. Okay, as of now for example I'm taking this custom TCP. Again, what is the port number? Port number I need to mention, let me take an 8080, and this is the range of the IP address. And this how we can select, I will explain the security groups. Okay, just I'm creating the machine, yes, EC2 machine. Okay, then review and launch. So this will give the entire information regarding your machine. What are all the machine AMI you have selected, what is the CPU, what is the memory size, what is the storage you are using. Okay, what is the EC2 instance type here. So all the information regarding your machine you will get it here. Okay, so click on launch. Here comes the main thing guys. Okay, there is the key pair in this sense, it is a private key file. Okay, it is just like a password file. If you are creating your machine for the first time, okay, so what you can do is just click on this and select a new key pair. Okay, if you are a first user. Okay, So select a create a new key pair here. So let me give some key pair AWS demo key pair. Okay. So just the name of the key pair I am giving. First I needs to download this one. Download a key pair. So it will download the this key pair. So let me go into that location. Just I'll change the location, guys. Okay, let me paste it in the desktop. Okay, so this is the key pair file. Okay, so once my key pair, where it went? Yeah, the key pair is ready. Just click on the launch instance. Okay, then your machine will be ready here. Leave instance. Okay, is it is in pending. Once it comes available, we can access my machine. And at the meantime, you can check the volumes here. Okay, see guys. Yeah, before it was a 3, right? Let me refresh the page. Since I'm creating one more machine, one more volume will be created here. See guys, one more has been created here of 10 GB. Okay, that is the first one I used, right? That one. Okay, it is running now. So how to access this machine? Okay, just click on this. Okay, click on connect and take this command. Okay, copy this command and go to your pem file. There is a key pair location. Okay, click on this git bash here and paste the command. Okay, just hit enter. One second, what happened to this machine? Connect to host in South Amazon port number connection timeout. One second, guys. Whether I closed the port number. Ground rules. Yeah, this file is there. Okay, yes, it is connected. Okay. So whenever you paste this command, by default you will be having the EC2 user. Okay. EC2 user is the elastic compute user. It is a normal user. Okay. So how to log? So how to switch to a root user? For that you need to execute a command sudo -i. So what happens is, so from EC2 user you will switch to the root user. So the root user will be having the all the privileges here. Okay, so whatever I require I can use my machine here. So this is the machine which we have created. This is a Linux machine. Okay, you can check cat etc press release. Okay, this is the Red Hat machine. Okay, and Red Hat Enterprise Edition 8 version. Okay, this is a Red Hat machine which is created in the cloud. Okay, and whenever I require, I can access this machine, guys. Here, okay, this is how we can create the your EC2 instance. So in the beginning, I told whenever I require this machine terminated, my volume is going to be deleted, right? So as of now, you can see, guys, I have unticked this one. Okay, so there is a 4 volumes. So what I will do, I will delete I will terminate this machine. Okay, the machine this is created now, right? So I will terminate this one. Okay, instance I will terminate this one, but my volume will be available, guys. Okay, and one more thing before going to terminate. So I told you community AMI. I told you that once again, my AMIs, not community AMIs, my AMIs. So how to take the, suppose for example, assume in this machine I have created some of the application, right? Okay, my Tomcat, Jenkins, whatever, whatever I have created. How to take the backup of this machine, right? So for this, just click on this machine. Here you will get the actions. Under action in image, here you can create an image of your machine. What happens is, if you create the image of your machine, okay, the entire machine, okay, whatever the application, database, whatever it is there in your machine, the entire machine is going to be create backup. Okay, it is going to be backup, and that will be created as the image. Okay, and whenever I require, I can access that image as well. Okay, so for example, I will create this image. Okay, assume this, for this server I have some made some changes and just going to create this image. Just click on this image. Okay, and here you can give the name or image name. So my, okay, let me give my first okay, and image description, it's not required. Okay, then here also they again they ask if you want to enhance, you can change the enhance here. Okay, then here also you can see, guys, delete on termination. I am not going to delete. Okay, so okay, let it be like that only. Just create this image. Okay, the image request is received. Okay, let me wait, just wait. So where you will find these images now? So, images. Yeah, my in the image section you will find the image here. Here your image will be going to be created. See the status here, pending. Okay, and when we are using this for example, yeah, while creating this auto scaling, right, what we will do, we will first create a one image of my machine. Okay, and that we will use that AMI to be created. Okay, so that means auto scaling in the sense, whenever it reaches some threshold here, okay, it automatically what do you call it, automatically creates the machine with the same data. Okay, same application server. See guys, my this is available now. Okay, so now what we will do, we'll go to our dashboard. There is EC2, and as you can see, there is a 4 volumes right here. Okay, so 4 volumes right here. So what I will do, I will do delete the this machine which I have created. Okay, in the EC2, this one I created, right? I will terminate this one. Okay, but the machine will be terminated, not my volumes here. Okay, so let me terminate. Okay, this is asking delete EBS volume. Okay, here it is showing the, do not delete the delete on termination. I am not set. Okay, hence what it will do is, it will delete the instance, but my volume will be up and running. Not up and running, it will be available. Okay. Right guys, it is terminated. Let us see the volume here. Volume will not going to be deleted. See, it is showing available. Before it was in use, now it is showing available. If I want, I can use this volume for the attachment of any of the other volume. Suppose, let me delete other machines, guys. Okay, okay, let me delete this machine. Okay, this one I have attached here. Okay, so what happens is, if I terminate this machine, the volume is going to be terminated here. Okay, so instance state, let me terminate, and your volume will be before it was 4, right? Now it will become 3 here. See, it has become 3. That means we can configure these things. Okay, when we are configuring, when we are creating my instance, we can select that thing. Okay, I mean, when my machine is going to be terminated, whether I needs to delete my volume or no. Okay, those things we can configure in the while creating the instance, and we need to keep it in mind. And whenever I require, I can attach this volume as well. Okay, I'm just creating this volume because they were going to charge you for this, and so I'm deleting. And the image I have created, right, the machine image, AMI, my own AMI, right? So go to the EC2 service. So previously, now I have used the Red Hat. One second, launch instance. So previously I used to use from this section, right? There is a quick start section. So I have created the AMI. There is my own AMI, right? So that it will come here, my first AMI. So if I want, I can select this AMI, okay, and run my application here. That is my customized one. This is the by default. Here you'll be having only the operating system, guys, here. Okay, but I have created the snapshot of my machine. That is the customized my machine. Okay, in the sense I can have any number of applications or data or whatever it is, okay, which I have created. It will be available for us whenever I require. Whenever I require, I will use this machine image, guys, here. Okay, any doubts in the EC2? And how to attach the volume and how to detach the volume, that is a different topic. I will explain in that. As of now, this is only the EC2, guys. Any doubts, guys, here?
No.
Okay, if not, we'll continue from tomorrow. Tomorrow one day we'll take tomorrow I'll start the load balancer. Okay, how to load our, I mean, how to move the incoming traffic. Okay, there is a load balancer and the auto scaling. Okay, if possible, we'll complete the load balancer. If possible, complete the auto scaling as well. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Can we start at 8 a.m.? I said, sure, guys, no issues. Even I will be happy if 8 a.m. is.
Okay.
Okay, guys. If I have no doubts, we'll take care. Bye.